Hello ladies and gentlemen, or as they like to say at Bark River, ni hao. This is a very special Bark River. It is a scam Bark River, which they sold at the end. And it is made in China. Yeah? Or at least it's actually assembled in the USA probably, but the steel is made in China. I have been wanting this knife for a very long time, and oh my lord, this doesn't look good. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's not good. Bark River, one of the biggest knife companies in the whole world. We spoke about the whole fiasco, what happened there last week. But they went bankrupt, and well, basically one of the scandals was that they sold the CPM-154 steel knives at the end. They sold those knives with Chinese steels. They said they tested these knives and it was similar. One thing I really want to do is, now I know that this knife is a scam knife, but I want to test it as if I don't know it. But already looking at something here, I'll show you. Look at these holes and these gaps, both in the top and in the bottom, filled with glue. It is not connected to the knife at all. It is terrible finish.
So this is sharpness tester.
The grind actually looks really good.
100, exactly.
So that's nice. I think that's almost perfect for a knife like this. Okay.
That's good.
Seems pretty good. If this knife was finished correctly, this would have almost been my dream knife. I really do not want to be too harsh, and because I now know the history and the scam of this knife. So I want to kind of like see if this knife will prove itself to be a Chinese knife, and if we normally would have thought something was wrong with it. Well, the first thing we did find out, but the sharpening looks really good actually.
And we have a real CPM-154 knife to compare it to.
Yeah, it's a different grind. It is thicker, so with the rope cutting, this should perform probably worse normally if it would have been exactly the same steel. But I suspect it to perform way better.
This is a Patriot Manly, by the way.
Yeah. This is the most easy way to find out if this is CPM 154. And normally we would do it this way. So CPM, real CPM 154.
It's not a steel that we've used a lot, so we're not very experienced with it.
1, 2, 3. Looks pretty okay. Few edge problems. Now, the Chinese steel. And it's proven to be Chinese steel because we got our money back actually, or we got a very big discount, or what was it?
A free cancellation or a big discount.
After one cut I already see edge problems.
Really?
Yeah, and I have to say this one is way sharper than the Patriot Manly. Yeah. So it might not be a good comparison. Oh, there seems to be way more damage on this knife. Also, probably because it's thinner. First, the Patriot Manly.
3 cuts. Okay, pretty decent.
That's pretty okay. This is how I expected CPM 154 to perform.
Yeah, it's like CPM 3V or slightly worse.
This part of the video is sponsored by WeKnife and Civivi. Happy birthday to WeKnife's 12th anniversary! Hey!
Happy birthday!
And for this birthday, you don't have to buy the gifts because WeKnife and Civivi are the ones giving.
They gave the world 2 unique and highly limited folders only available for the WeKnife 12th anniversary. Martin, what are they?
Meet the Civivi Elementum crossbar lock in Nebula Fat Carbon with CPM S35 VN steel. This beauty is limited to 2014 pieces. Why 2014? It's the year WeKnife launched their first knives. Want to step it up a notch? Check out our WeKnife Dracaris, the embodiment of a dragon within a knife. Flamed titanium handle and M390 blade. Only 199 pieces made. You better be fast as a dragon to get this one. Get your unique knife through the link in the description or pick one up with a discount. Back to the video.
Yeah, I mean, look, do you see this?
Yeah.
It is
like the part where you cut the rope really is dull.
It is a lot duller.
Patriot Manly. Yeah, it's. I'll be honest. It does feel like a different steel. Like, is this a bad steel? No. So far in edge retention, it's not bad, but it's not CPM 154.
No. So with rope cutting, would I have known that it was a different steel? My conclusion would have probably been that the heat treatment on CPM 154 wasn't good. And that would have surprised me because normally Pete's heat treatment is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I would have said like the heat treatment on the steel is not good. The edge retention is about twice as bad, only based on this test. I would have dared to baton with this knife. Oh, doesn't sound good.
What?
The tip is bent.
Really? Just from batoning?
Yep, that is bent.
Yep.
This is a big red flag. Like, I wouldn't necessarily, if I did not know that this was fake steel or the Chinese steel, I would be surprised, like, this isn't how CPM 154 acts. We know what the steel is. Supposedly it's 8CR13 MOV steel. They all do share quite a lot of the same characteristics. How weak is that tip? Ooh, that tip is really weak.
That was a softwood.
Oh my lord! Look how bent it is right now.
Oh my god. Hey, and do that with the Patriot Manly.
I've got it right here, mate. So this is way thicker, but I'm putting way more stress on it as well. Let's see. Oh, it feels like so much stress on there. Is it bent? I don't know what to say. Maybe a wee bit, actually, Maarten. Let's try it again with the Bark River knife. One more time.
Oh, Mikkie! Haha, Mikkie!
I mean, that is embarrassing. Oh my god, this is supposed to be tough. The Patriot Manly, I have to say, it does look slightly bent, slightly.
Yeah, yeah.
This is real bad.
Yeah, that's really bad.
And I would have rather seen it break than bend this much.
Yeah.
How much can it bend actually? Oh, no, well that was it. It broke. This wood normally doesn't break knives. It doesn't bend knives. Normally this piece of wood is too weak to do any real damage to a knife. But I mean, even, oh, look at this, Maarten. Even the thick part of this knife, it is bending.
Oh my god. I want to see some more about the toughness, yeah? Both knives, same kind of force.
First, Patriot Manly, Maarten. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, no.
Same force.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Am I looking already?
Yeah, you can look.
Okay, it's almost neglectable.
Neglectable.
No, it's not neglect. I mean, it won't neglect me. Negligible. What?
It's neglectable damage.
No, it's not neglectable. It won't. This damage won't neglect you.
No, but we can neglect the amount of damage that it got. It's neglectable.
No, it's not neglectable. It's
very neglectable.
Neglectable.
No, it's.
What word is
It's
Bark River. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I mean, you did not hit it that hard.
No, I hit it softer, and to prove that, you're Patriot Manly.
Oh my god, that was really hard!
That was really hard.
That was like one of the hardest hits I've ever seen a knife hit that steel, man.
Yeah, and you can be proud of this knife because, yeah, it has damage. But look how little for how hard I hit it. Just 2 fingers, yeah? One of the hardest hits on that barrel. God. And then this. Look at that.
Yeah. This
is absolutely, I mean, I'm almost worried that if I would cross chop a piece of wood that I'm just gonna bend the whole knife.
What happened? Why are you shocked? This video is about you being shocked all the time.
Did you just fart?
Yeah, I farted.
Why did you fart?
I was a little bit scared of what happened to this knife.
None have had this damage. Yeah?
Oh my god, it's like you hit a nail.
Have you ever seen this?
Yeah, when I hit a nail.
Let me try the other CPM 154. I mean, I can remember the tops Bushcrafter, and not even in CPM 154, in regular 154 CM steel.
Yeah.
That performed really good. It has zero, like 0.0 edge damage. Nothing, like absolutely nothing.
Yeah, just what we had on the barrel.
Yeah, this went through a rope on the barrel real hard. I'm putting it through hell, this knife. And the Bark River is doing really bad. So for them to say, for Mike Stewart to say that it performed almost equal to 154, CPM 154, it's bullcrap.
Yeah.
And it just is plain untrue. You would notice this.
Yeah,
we would have noticed this.
I have one Patriot here with a factory grind, yeah? Okay, boom. Absolutely nothing, okay? We can see some minor damage, yeah, there.
All of minors.
Again, pretty minor.
Man, those miners are taking over.
What?
So I just found out, I don't think we did this, but it is completely crooked. Do you see this whole bolt?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks really nice, but it's just all completely crooked. Our previous Bark River knife, which was a DBK Designed,
Yeah.
performed really nicely, really well. I still stand behind that. The finish wasn't perfect by no means, but
it was pretty good.
it felt like an old school Bark River.
Yeah.
This feels like complete crap.
Yeah.
I mean, the design is something that is in my top 5 most pretty designs, theoretically, but here it feels like almost a Chinese knockoff version of what this knife was supposed to be.
Hey, just a quick update on our dbkshop.com.
I'm Priscilla, Maart's fiancé, and as of today I'll be taking over the webshop. I will be shipping your packages, your orders, and for any questions you will go to me.
Nice.
Hey Maarten,
Hey Mikkie.
it is negligible. Finally we found the word.
But I think the difference between it is neglectable.
No, it will not neglect the other knife, I'm sure of it.
Hey, and it's your birthday, so you can have this knife. Happy birthday!
Thank you very much. And I really want to thank everybody who congratulated me. There was absolutely nobody, so that was very good to see. I will tell you what is not negligible.
Our giveaway is
Negligible. Wait, no.
Negligible.
Oh wel, negligible. Zie je wel?
Yeah.
Zie je, negligible.
But
Okay.
what is not negligible? It's
That's
our giveaway! We are giving away a Falcon F1 L-Max thanks to DBK. A Falcon A1 thanks to DBK. A Lion Steel B41 also thanks to DBK. An SC6 thanks to Blade HQ. A Rake F118 thanks to Rake Knives and Tools. 2 times to Heavy Blades Medium Infantry Knife Generation 2 thanks to Heavy Blades. A BPS Bushmate thanks to BPS. And a Paragon Glider thanks to Tools for Gents.
Okay, I'm going to speak the honest truth.
Yeah, the only thing you need to do is become a Royal Knife Club member on our Patreon and you support these two boys directly.
Yeah.
That's the honest truth about it.
The initial design of this knife So
Yeah.
like I said, it would be in one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is that normally with this knife we wouldn't have tested this hard.
Yeah.
But with the rope cutting test, it performed kind of like twice as bad as real CPM-154. With the barrel test, yeah, it's a lot thinner, so I expect it to damage.
Yeah.
But this was a little too much damage
Yeah.
with compared to how hard I could hit
Yeah.
the
And the-
other CPM-154 knife.
The real thing that like surprised me a lot was when you hit the wood.
Yeah.
Like that is where it shouldn't have chipped off.
Yeah. I would have done that test where like putting it across the wood diagonally
Yeah.
and then just hit it. We do that a lot. Knives don't break from that.
And that's also why in a lot of our videos we do some heavy stress testing that you would normally not do with a knife, because it brings to light these kind of factory flaws.
Yeah. I think my conclusion for this knife, if I wouldn't have known that this was a Chinese steel, would have probably been that the quality control was not good with the finish of this knife, because it's crooked on all sides. It probably wouldn't have damaged this much because we wouldn't have hit the barrel, but we would have gotten this same damage because we cross-cut the wood. So I would say, and the rope cutting, I would say bad quality control, so like a bad finish. And I think our conclusion would be bad heat treatment.
Yeah, or overheated.
Yeah.
So it is a different steel. It performed like a different steel, but only because we know and we did a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah.
Still not.
Otherwise we would have said that
Yeah.
this steel performed badly for the steel that it is. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I'm actually kind of like sad that this is the end of the Bark River era. If you want to know our complete thoughts about Bark River, watch last week's video, because we made like a video of half an hour long going into the depths of it and what my steward said to us and we to my steward. Hope to see you around.
Next
DBK.
week, every Thursday, 1 p.m. PDT. Hey, and if you want to adopt me, I don't have any parents left.
Oh no, that's so freaking dark. That is so dark.